Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan. I am just your average thrifty bargain hunter turned full-time reseller, and recently I started documenting my journey here on YouTube, and I'm so glad to have you. Today we have a what sold video where I share with you 20 of my most recent sales across multiple different platforms. Today in particular, we are going to chat about Poshmark, eBay, and Depop. Sounds interesting? Please do consider subscribing. And speaking of subscribing, I got a notification, earlier this week, and I wanted to just say thank you so much. I passed 3,000 subscribers here on my channel, and I am so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here and joining me in my little corner of YouTube. And before we get into the video, if you want to help my channel in the YouTube algorithm by leaving a comment, but you don't know what to comment, you can go ahead and leave this emoji. Okay, so let's get right into it. If you are new here, I will put a picture somewhere down here on the screen of the platform we're chatting about so we don't have to remember the entire time we're talking about it. Also, I will pop a photo of the item that I'm talking about on the screen in case one, I didn't put it in a haul, or two, maybe you missed it. First platform to chat about is going to be Poshmark. And this is going to be my first what sold video since the big flop is what I'm going to call it. I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised with some of my Poshmark sales this last week. I've had some full price Poshmark sales this week, as well as a slew of what I would consider lowball offers, and some of them I even accepted just to try to keep my Poshmark closet like alive in the algorithm, or whatever you want to call it. Definitely had some great sales on Poshmark since they made this super easy to understand and convenient, whatever they said, fee change, which this fee change and the way they worded it and what they did is the most word salad thing I've ever seen in my life. And as a buyer, there's no way I would pay that fee, the buyer protection fee. I'd say the things that I've noticed the most in particular in my closet since the big flop on October 3rd is the number of sales I've had is down. Obviously, the average sale price that I have had for the last almost 2 weeks is down, but also oddly enough, I've had 5 full price sales, and some of them were over 100. 2 of them were over $100, which is not usual on Poshmark. So I have no idea how this is all going to play out, but I can tell you that I spoke to someone in person who she's also a reseller, but she buys on Poshmark frequently. She told me she was looking at a Tory Burch bag, and the fees, the buyer protection fee for her to purchase this Tory Burch bag was $26. And she said that made me not buy it. Just straight up, she was like, nope, I'm not buying it because of the $26 fee. And then if you extrapolate that and you're looking at, like, say, a $2,000, Chanel item, imagine the fees on that as a buyer protection fee for what? Because the buyer was already protected on Poshmark. I'm sorry, the buyer was already protected on Poshmark. So I don't know how they can justify that except for the little word salad that they put out, but I feel like it's going to scare away a huge customer base, but also there are going to be people on Poshmark that just don't care, that might not even notice the fee. But for me, it's a no-go. I would not personally purchase on Poshmark unless one condition. There's one way that I would purchase on Poshmark. I found a closet where I was making a bundle and getting a great deal, and all of these items were coming with the same shipping fee and the same buyer protection fee. I know it's on the bundle price, but still it's not an individual fee on top of shipping on multiple items. I don't know. That's the only way for me I think I would ever purchase on Poshmark again. let me see how many things I've purchased on Poshmark. Not that many, but a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 25 things over the course of 10 years. I've been on Poshmark since 2013, I think. So a little over 10 years. So 25 things is not that many. So I would not say I'm a heavy purchaser on Poshmark by any means, but I will definitely not be making any more purchases on Poshmark. All of that to say, my sales, like I said, they're kind of surprising, and I've heard some people say they're going to quit selling on Poshmark, like they're not going to put any more effort into Poshmark. They're not going to like take all their items down off of Poshmark, but they're just not going to list anymore. They're just like done with it. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I think I have to make a major shift in where the bulk of my income comes from, because before I would have told you it was Poshmark. So we have to, I'm glad I have not all my eggs in the Poshmark basket. I have almost everything, almost 2,000 items cross-listed to Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and eBay. So, also, did anybody else see the little giveaway Poshmark is doing? Giving away luxury goods to listers, which in my opinion is, please continue listing on Poshmark. They're like begging people to, or bribing people essentially to continue listing on their platform. And this giveaway runs for 4 weeks. So that's a good month that they're going to entice people to be listing new items on Poshmark. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try to find it and put it on the screen. I don't know how I saw it. It was just on my desktop. It was like a little, one of those little blip notifications, like when they talked about the fee change. But first week, this week, or maybe it was last week, they were giving away a Van Cleef bracelet. This week or next week, I'm not sure what week we're on right now, they are giving away a Chanel bag. Then the third week is a Hermes Mini Constance bag, and then the last week, the fourth week, is a Louis Vuitton suitcase. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're bribing people to list things if nobody's on the app buying them. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, my sales have been weird. All that to say, let's get into the sales now. That's what we're here for. Anyway, I would love to know your experience in the last almost 2 weeks now since the big flop change on Poshmark. That's what I'm just going to keep calling it, the big flop, because I feel like they got greedy, because all this really does in essence is make Poshmark more money. Sellers that sell high-end luxury goods for an average sale cost of $100 and up, yes, they are continually making more money, sellers. But other than that, it's really just Poshmark making more money. And of course, that's all my opinion, all alleged, all my thoughts. Anyway, let's get into the sales because that's what we're here for. We're going to start off with a banger for Poshmark. I sold for full price these Doc Martens Nyberg boots in black, Aunt Sally, floral skull, Napa leather, 8 eyelet. They sold for my full asking price of $280, and I will make $258. I got these at Plato's Closet, and I can't remember if they were 60 or 70, but they were right around there. So I will definitely take a $280 sale for those. Next, Poshmark sale. This was in a recent haul. Vintage Lady Lamode golf sweater, knit dog mascot, rough day, orange cream, size small. It sold for $35 and I will make $30. This was another full price sale. Polo Ralph Lauren military green Danbury corduroy collar quilted jacket, 2XL. It sold for $70 and I will make $62, and this is right on trend with the car coats, the barn coats, military inspired jackets. If you haven't seen my fall trends video, I will pop it right here on the screen for you and you should go check that out. A lot of the things that I have been sourcing recently, I've been sourcing with all of these trends in mind, and it's working. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I don't know if I said that sold for $70 and I will make $62. Next, this is so cool. Vintage Christian Dior 90s velvet sheer long sleeve bodysuit, size medium. It sold for $59 and I will make $52. Sheer is another trend. Another trend. Paige Jessie calf hair leopard print ankle boots, zip ankle closure in black, size 7.5. They sold for $60 and I will make $52. Then this was another full price sale. Circolo? Circolo? Circlo 1901. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'll put it on the screen. Somebody can correct me if that's not right. Soft floral t-shirt blazer in blue micro floral cottage core, size 46. This sold for my full asking price of $110 and I will make $99. And before we move into Depop, I do just want to make mention, because I know I just shared with you some of the higher price sales that I had on Poshmark. I do want to say though that my lowest price sale since the big flop was a $10 gooseberry bra. And with that $10 sale, I get to keep $8.01 of that $10 sale. So that's not terrible. I did have a $12 sale, multiple $15 sales. And oh, $9. $9 was my lowest price sale, not 10. So with the $9 sale, I get to keep $7.10. So yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna move into Depop. Let me grab the Depop sales. Okay, so the first Depop sale I have to share with you is very exciting. Jones, New York, vintage Y2K Penny Lane suede trench coat with fur trim. It sold for $175 and I make $168, and this person left me 5 stars already. And they said, item is just as described and shipped quickly. Never been more obsessed with an item in my life. Thank you. So that's wonderful. I love when I get feedback like that. I love when somebody is like, this is my most favorite thing. Thank you so much. Next Depop sale. This had so much attention on Depop. Like, it must have got caught in the Depop algorithm or something like that and been pushed on like their page somewhere, because this, along with another item that hasn't sold yet, hopefully it will sell, I'm telling you, it got so much attention. Hold on, I think somebody's at my door. Here they are, and I don't care. And I sent offers to every single person and somebody ended up buying it. Fun and fancy vintage 70s prairie cottage core circle skirt in peaches and cream. It sold for $27 and I will make $25. And I do believe this was in a recent haul as well. And then this last Depop sale I have to share with you didn't even make it to a haul. It literally sold overnight. I posted it last night and within, I'm not joking, like 20 minutes, I got an offer on Depop. Lee Vintage Beach Bums Cat Graphic Crew Neck Sweatshirt in gray, made in USA. It sold for $25 and I will make $23. And now we are going to talk about eBay. So let me grab the eBay sales. Okay, so the first eBay sale is actually a lot that I put together myself. So in the bins, I found 3 pairs of the same cool women's cropped cargo pants. They were all the same size, all the same style, but different colors. And because they were cropped, I was like, kind of iffy on it. And I was like, well, they're all the same. I'll just put them all in a lot together. And that's what I did. And somebody actually bought them on eBay really quickly. Cool cropped cargo pants, lot of 3 pairs, charcoal, tan, and slate, women's size 14. They sold for $36 and I will make $29. Next sale on eBay, Tasha Pelosi Saddle Blanket Co. Sherpa jacket, Home Sweet Home jacket. It sold for $140 and I will make $97. Then I sold this We the Free Paddington vest in cream, size extra small. I should have put faux fur because that's a trend. This sold for my full asking price of $85 and I will make $67. Next sale on eBay, Monique LaHer lace puff sleeve dress in powder blue, size 4. This sold for $129, which again was my full asking price, and I will make $111. Then I sold this pair of Spanx faux leather textured leggings in black, size large. They sold for my full asking price of $50 and I will make $37. On eBay, Viore men's Sunday performance jogger in gray camo, size large. They sold for $60 and I will make $47. I sold this pair of Stella McCartney high-rise flare jeans in white, long legs, size 29. They sold for $64 and I will make $48. I sold this pair of Tommy Hilfiger Y2K Dachshund embroidered preppy shorts in navy and red, size 12. They sold for $31 and I will make $25. eBay sale Woolrich vintage buffalo plaid double knee lumberjack pants in wool, size 32. They sold for $86 and I will make $73. Then I sold a pair of vintage Levi's 501 made in USA medium wash denim jeans, long legs, size 38-36. They sold for $60 and I will make $49. Next eBay sale, J. Crew vintage corduroy heavyweight single button blazer in chocolate brown, size 8. It sold for $45 and I will make $33. And then the last eBay sale I have to share is an interesting one, and I always get excited when I find dresses like this, especially in this colorway, because this colorway seems to do the best. Tip Top Kids vintage ruffle party dress in red and white with pearls, size 12 months. So I've sold dresses that look like this. I think the key is ruffles, smaller sizes, so like 12 months and under, and the more like embellished party-ish looking, the better. And like I said, red and white usually does really well. I think maybe because it's like holiday colors. I'm not exactly sure, but they always go overseas. This one indeed went overseas. They always go for full price. This one went for full price. So this little girl's dress that I found at the bins went for $160 and I'll make $141. And like I said, it's going overseas. Let me see if I can see where it's going. Oh, it's not going overseas, it's going to Canada. Interesting. Usually it goes to like Japan or somewhere a little further away than Canada, but okay, interesting. Anyway, so that's it for this what sold video. I would love to know your take, since we have been chugging along now into the big flop for Poshmark. I would love to know how it's working out for you, what you think about it, your thoughts as a seller, as a buyer. When I mentioned it in my last What Sold video, I literally had just seen the notification, turned my camera on, recorded myself reading it, basically my first instinct, my first reaction, you know. And initially I was like, wow, this is awesome, lower selling fees. And then I read through the word salad and I really understood what was happening, and in my humble opinion, it was just a way for Poshmark to get themselves a little more money and disguised it as something better for everybody else, which, do you think we're stupid? Like, I mean, I guess so, but anyway, it's the end of today's What Sold video. I would love to know your thoughts, comments, concerns, XYZ about Poshmark's big flop, and now that we've been almost 2 weeks in, how it's going for you as a buyer, as a seller, all of the things. If you enjoyed today's video and you'd like to watch more like it, you can check out this playlist that I made just for you. And as always, if you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.